What's up? It's your boy, Jarhead, coming at ya with a brand new video today. Now today's actually a special day, because this is the first video in my new series I'm going to be calling Universe Face-Offs. Yeah, I know the name's kinda bad, but whatever. Now anyways, I know you guys want to know what this series is about. Actually, I don't know that, but whatever, I'm gonna tell you. But before I tell you, I just want to say I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I love Halo, Star Wars, all those different things. But another thing I love doing is comparing these universes with different scenarios, taking a look at different invasion forces or whatever, ships, characters. And yeah, I pretty much told you what this series is going to be about. Things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is about. And I know other YouTubers make videos a lot like these. Please don't get mad at me for copying. The reason I'm making these videos is because I've always wanted to make my own versions of these, my own scenarios. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this video. So for the first episode of Universe Face-Offs, we're going to be taking a look at two different ship fleets from two different series, specifically Star Wars and Halo. For Star Wars, we're going to be taking a look at the Rebellion and Imperial fleets at Scarif. For Halo, we're going to be looking at the Covenant forces in Halo Combat Evolved. We're going to be looking at the stats, technology, different things about each fleet, and just who would win in a full-on war. So first off, we're going to take a look at the Star Wars fleet. So the Imperial and Rebellion fleet we're going to be taking a look at today, despite what you may think, is actually a pretty large fleet. To give a little background information, the rebels attacked Scarif so they could get the Death Star plans to, well, blow up the Death Star. And yeah, we're also going to be including the Imperial fleet too. So how do the numbers look? How does this fleet stand up? How big is it? There was no completely accurate sources, but the one I went with looked pretty accurate. Starting with the biggest, I'm going to be giving this fleet 2 Star Destroyers, because I don't want to include the one Fader came in. I just don't see that as fair. We're going to be giving 1 MC-75 cruiser, pretty much the biggest ship in the Rebel fleet. We're going to be giving a whole bunch of Hammerhead Corvettes, some Braha Talk Gun ships, CR-90 Corvettes, just a whole bunch of smaller ships too. So in total, this fleet is very big, not to mention all the starfighters that were in this battle. If you watched Rogue One, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, this fleet is a pretty menacing fleet, and in total, it's a pretty big one too. So compared to the Halo fleet, how does it stand up? So what Covenant fleet are we actually going to be using? We're going to be using the Covenant fleet from Halo Combat Evolved. Pretty much all the ships that appear in Halo Combat Evolved, Covenant ships. So how big is this fleet? How large? How massive? Whatever. There's no actually accurate source or anywhere that tells us how many ships there are, but there's multiple scenes in Halo 2 that tell us or give us a good idea of how many ships there are. So looking at what I saw, there's about 5 CCS class ships and 1 CAS class ship. And you might not think this is big, but it's pretty large, considering the fact that the CAS is 5 kilometers long. So how does this match up with the Star Wars fleet? We'll take a look. Of course, there's multiple different scenarios, but for Star Wars, I think their best bet is their starfighters and those Star Destroyers, just because they're so bulky and they can take a hit. But for Halo, I think their best bet is the CAS. Well, the CCSs are going to do a lot of damage, considering they are very large. The CAS is 5 kilometers long, and that's, it's going to take a lot of shots. Coming down to what it's going to be like, I'm pretty sure that in the end, Halo would just end up winning. The size of the Scarif fleet is very, very big, but it doesn't match up to a CAS. I think even if you took 1, maybe even 2 CCSs off this fleet, Halo would still win. And I know there's crazy Legends numbers for shields, for Star Destroyers or whatnot. I don't go off those numbers because that's crazy and it doesn't match what we see in the movies. So yeah, just considering the mass of the CAS compared to, Star Wars, even though the Star Destroyers are about the same size as the CCS, I think it's just going to be hard for the Rebels and the Imperials to beat the Covenant. In the end, I think the Covenant wins. Tell me below. Tell me what you guys want me to do in another episode. I'll see you guys later. It's been Jarhead, and as always, I'll see you.